Showtime! The Capital G Show starts right now.
What's up YouTube, Capital G here. So guys, there was this really interesting tournament that happened in Japan about 10 days ago. It was a relatively small event, only had about 30 people or so, but what made this event particularly interesting is they let every single duelist who entered the tournament use one banned card in their deck. Now, a lot of you guys are probably like, what the fuck are you talking about, Capital G? That sounds uber broken. That sounds like it would be horrible. So many crazy power plays. And at first, that's what I was thinking until I really thought about it, and I was like, wait. This concept seems awesome because I hate this format, and this actually breathes some fresh air into it. Now, unfortunately, you did have a lot of the same decks at the top tables, and some of the decks that we see now were some of the decks that took the highest spots at the event. But to me, it really felt like each player or each deck had a specific ban card, catered to their play style or catered to how their deck operates. And again, it felt like a breath of fresh air. Now, obviously, allowing some of the ban cards means that you're going to have some of the most ridiculously broken power plays out there, but it is still one card out of 40, which means you're not guaranteed to hit the card, and I do think that there is a little bit of skill involved as far as picking the right card for your deck when you have so many powerful cards out there. You can't just go all willy-nilly and say, oh, I'm going to throw Sinister Serpent and Dragon Rules. Like, what the fuck? For what? You know what I mean? Like, you have to pick a card that fits your playstyle as a duelist. For example, the winner chose to run Graceful Charity and his Dragon Rulers. Now, obviously, this is going to allow for some stupid level power plays. I mean, I could just imagine him going Graceful Charity, discard some dragons, discard some more dragons to summon more dragons. Okay, during the end phase, I'm going to activate Super Rejuve and I'm going to draw half my deck. I'm guessing that this guy valued speed above anything else. He was looking to get to those power cards like Heavy Storm and Dark Hole so that he'd easily have ways of dealing with Ophion and Jogan and Kaiku and all those other shenanigans. Yet another guy in top 8 chose to run Dragon Rulers, but he picked Painful Choice, which is, again, yet another fantastic card because it's like, okay, every single time I activate Painful Choice, I get to dump 4 dragons in my graveyard and I get a dragon to my hand. Like, how stupid is that? Like, you have your entire deck toolbox for one card. I mean, you're gonna do so much fucking searching. It's like mind-blowing with Painful Choice. But then on the other hand, it's like Graceful Charity allows you to get to your dirt cards, like turn 1. So it's like, you understand where both sides are really, really attractive. I like how you basically had the same deck, but you had both players running with different mindsets. One guy is looking for pure speed every single game, yet the other guy is looking, if I hit this card, I basically have this game won. Like, I've got my entire graveyard completely toolboxed. I'm going to get a big dragon to the hand. Like, there's no downside. There was also Prophecy in top 8 who chose to run Confiscation. There was Infernity who ran Premature Burial. And then my personal favorite, and what I would probably run at an event if this was ever legal, in the TCG, Mermail with Imperial Order. Like, that is so freaking sexy because you think about it, not only do you pretty much auto-win against Prophecy if you hit Imperial Order early, but worst case scenario, you look at every deck in the format. I mean, everybody's running at least 8 to 9 spells except Mermail. A lot of Mermail players only play about, Heavy Storm, Pot of Avarice, a Salvage. They run like 3 or 4 spells tops. A lot of them don't even run that. So everybody at least can get a little hurt by Imperial Order. So I guess what I'm saying is this probably wasn't the most balanced event that you'll ever see, but just the concept of it seems really interesting to me. And even when you see a lot of the same stupid dirt decks like Elemental Dragons, it's just like adding one card, giving players the choice of one card, although all those cards are broken. It seems like it opens up so much more variety, because everybody gets to kind of add this card in. And, this card is going to specifically cater to their play style or to how they want to run the deck. It seems like it also opens up a lot more deck options. Like, if you want to get trolled, Chainburn with Frigate Destruction maybe, or Chainburn with Temple of the Kings. Like, that shit would be hot. You know what I mean? Or just go off the deep end and just run Temple, or just run Exchange of the Spirit FTK. Like, just troll so hard everybody wants to ban you. So let me know what you guys think of this concept. I personally, it's not something I would want to do for a whole format, but if Konami just had like 3 weeks of regionals with it, I would absolutely love that. You would see so many crazy deck ideas, and I think that that would just be one of the most hype things we've seen in Yu-Gi-Oh! Or in a very long time. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know what deck you'd play and what ban card you'd choose. Thank you for watching as always, and take care. Subscribing makes life happy.